What's up guys, Charles from TreeTanksDev. Hope you can hear me because my wireless lavalier has run out of battery. So this is a pretty short video. This will be an update video for you guys having the DJI Ronin-S and the Ronin-SC. So I was just about to start filming on my DJI Ronin-S, which I borrowed from a friend, versus the Gimbals S video. And I wanted to do something pretty cool, but just as I was about to update the DJI Ronin-S firmware for my friend, basically just as a favor, when I went to the DJI website about an hour ago, they have just come out with a new firmware update for the Ronin-S and the Ronin-SC. So for the Ronin-S, the new firmware update would be version 2.1.1.0, and for the Ronin-SC, the new firmware update would be version 1.3.0.2. So pretty exciting. One of the added features actually caught my attention, so I'm gonna run through that last. So starting off with the DJI Ronin-S, some new cameras added to the camera compatibility list would be the Panasonic S1H, the Panasonic S1, the Nikon Z50, and the Panasonic G95. So those are the 4 cameras added to the camera compatibility list on the Ronin-S. Another few features which they have improved is basically something to do with the motion lapse. So right now you have the ability to actually do a motion lapse through the active track photo capture feature. So I'm not so sure how it works, but it does sound pretty interesting. We might just have to get back to that one and go out and try it in the park. Second of all, they've also included a portrait mode quick switch function. By double tapping the M button twice, you can only use this portrait mode on the Ronin-S in flashlight mode, but I don't think many of us would be using portrait mode. So yeah, let's go into the next one. And the most important feature, I guess, or improvement, would be an added feature for your advanced calibration, because I guess after using these gimbals for some time, they seem to be maybe off balance and stuff, so they have added that feature into the Ronin-S. And for the last feature, the most important feature, I'll run through this after I go through the Ronin-SC's camera update. So for the Ronin-SC, they have included also 4 cameras: the Sony a6600, the Sony a6100, the Nikon Z50, and the Panasonic G95. And if you have the Panasonic G95, do remember that you do require an additional RSS cable, which is available for purchase on the DJI website. So I will leave the link in the description for you if you have a Panasonic camera. So coming up to the most important feature, or the most cool feature, which I think would be a first among any of the gimbal companies, would be available on the Ronin-S as well as the Ronin-SC, would be being able to control your Ronin-S or your Ronin-SC by using a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox controller. So how cool is that? So when I was reading it, I was like pretty fascinated. So basically this is somewhat how it works. You need to take your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox controller, and then you need to actually connect it via Bluetooth to your mobile device. And then once you enter the Ronin app, and you do need to update your Ronin app as well on your Android or your iOS device, once you actually do the update to the new version of the Ronin app, you need to connect your gimbal, and as well you need to connect it via Bluetooth to your PlayStation or your Xbox controller. So once you enter your Ronin app and have connected to your gimbal, whether it's your Ronin-S or your Ronin-SC, you need to wait for a couple of minutes before the new firmware update notification pops up at the top of the screen. So do take note of that. It does take a couple of minutes, and you do need Wi-Fi or a mobile connection, of course, in order to do the firmware update. So I've just right now updated the firmware on my SC. I've yet to update it on the Ronin-S. So for the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox controller, you need to connect it to your mobile device as well. Then you go into the Ronin app and go under Create, and you should see a gaming controller kind of option. And yeah, basically you can use your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox controller to control the movement of your gimbal. So how cool is that? Definitely a first among all the gimbal companies out there. Not so sure when you possibly use this But the only thing I could think of at this moment at 2 a.m. in the morning is if you wanted to film yourself, if you have no one around to help you, you can just put the gimbal and your camera down, and then if you want to do shots of yourself walking and stuff, you can use your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox controller to control the movement. And if you're not using active track anyways, that would be a possibility. If your camera is not on the camera compatibility list and you cannot use active track, this would be an alternative. Pretty cool. Or if basically if you just want to use it remotely, you don't want to use the joystick on your gimbal, you can just use the joystick on your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox camera. So any suggestions when you would think we would require using this PlayStation 4 or Xbox controller, please let us know and leave it down in the comment section. So basically that was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and watch out for the next video. I will be doing a video on how to connect your PlayStation 4 camera to your Ronin-SC and your Ronin-S. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.